Good morning from the west of Ireland. It's some day here today. The sun is out, the birds are out, the pheasants are out, which is always a good sign. Start hearing the cuckoo soon, and then we know the good weather's on its way. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long winter. Sometimes winter just runs into spring out here, and it can feel like 6 months of coldness and rain, and you just have to get your head down and endure it, So the nice weather's always welcome. Anyway, want to talk to you today about gas. And the importance of gas. When you're living out here in this kind of environment, if you're solely reliant upon electricity, and as happens here, especially during storms, and the power goes, as it did for us, the last big one, Storm Eowyn, we were without electricity for 2 weeks. And it wasn't fun, and it wasn't easy, but we had the gas bottles. And so you can see the bit of wood in the corner there. I'm low on wood now, firewood. Don't know if you can see that. And I can't really harvest any more. I have trees down everywhere, but cutting them up now with the chainsaw is hard. It's tricky because everything's sapping wet, and I need a bit of dry weather to get going at them. But anyway, yeah, gas. We have a gas cooker, and we chose a gas cooker with power in mind, with electricity in mind, because we knew if it goes, you want to be able to cook. And we also have a portable gas heater, and it's a decent size one as well that you can wheel around, and it belts out a good bit of heat. And you have to, when you move out here and you start living out in this kind of environment, you have to start thinking, what happens when the power goes? And it will go. And my suggestion, it's up to everyone to do their own thing, of course, but my suggestion is pick a room. Get a portable gas heater that you can wheel around, but pick a room. Use that as your where you're gonna base yourselves during the blackout. Heat that room so you're all nice and warm. And if you haven't got a gas hob, like a 4-ring gas hob on your cooker like we have, get yourself a little even 2-ring camping stove. Or even 1-ring, it's better than nothing. Where you can boil water, you can still have coffees, you can still have teas, you can boil rice, you can boil pasta, you can fry stuff, there's even ways of making bread if you have the right pot, but you can make food, you can heat food up, and even like if you have frozen food and you're looking at it thinking, Jesus, the power's gone, the freezer's gone, this food is all going to start defrosting now or whatever. Well, you can, by cooking it, let it defrost and then cook it. Because then if your food defrosts and then you cook it, you kind of get another couple of days because it's cooked. Do you know what I mean? Out of it. And you'll be able to do that, like, if you have gas. Obviously it's limited to what you can cook, but it's better than nothing. It's better than going hungry. It's better than sitting there just looking at food going to waste, because you can't do anything with it, you know. Um, and you kind of do have to get yourself into a little bit of a prepper mindset. You know, you have to start thinking about stuff like, do I have firewood? Do I have the gas? You know, etc., etc. You know, and so I don't know if you saw that. There was a bird flying low, and turns out to be just a pigeon. Every time I see a bird, I'm like, is that an eagle? Is that a hawk? um, but yeah, you know, you're kind of, well, we find anyway, we're forced into reacting in certain ways and live in certain ways. We have to be prepared. You know, we're not like a 5 minute stroll from a shop. You know, we're a 10-15 minute drive, and that's just from a little shop to go and get milk, bread, or whatever. So we stock up on stuff. We freeze bread, we freeze milk, we freeze everything we can. Most things can be frozen, you know. And then in case of, like, in the event of uh, power off, yeah, things will start defrosting. I mean, when we were without power for 2 weeks, we lost a whole chest freezer worth of food. You know, we salvaged some, but, you know, it was gone. But stuff like bread, it's okay. Well, even once it defrosts, you know, it's okay. And if you have a way of toasting that, I was there, you know, holding bread over the flame of the gas cooker, toasting it, old style. You know, but you can do it. We keep ham, cheese in the freezer. You let them defrost, they've still got a while on them. You know, ham sandwiches, cheese sandwiches, and hopefully a power out situation isn't for a very long time. But if it's for a couple of days, which is an absolute possibility, you know, you won't be having the most exciting of food, but at least you can have sandwiches and you can stay warm, you know. And I'll tell you something, when the cold kicks in and the house is cold and there's no power and, you know, you don't even have light and whatever, and you're just rooting out books to read for something to do because you've no internet, and all of a sudden that instant entertainment is gone. I tell you what, a nice hot cup of coffee in the mornings and a bit of heat and the knowledge that you can have a snack if you want, it goes a long way to lifting the mood. So just think a little bit preparation, you know. And as the old saying goes, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I'll leave you with that.